Hey everybody, this is Mr. Mello here, again with another art video for ya. Today I have actually both of my administrators, both of my principals. Hopefully this video goes well and may end up being into a two-part video. What you will need for today is you're going to need scissors, piece of cardboard, flat piece of cardboard is one we are going to create our piece of artwork on. You are going to need a toilet paper roll or a couple toilet paper rolls. That's fine if you want several of them. I'll tell you what I mean. And another piece of cardboard just like this, two flats piece of cardboard. You can also replace, and you'll see that you can replace all this with, eventually it's going to be a painting art video, so you can replace this with actual brushes if you have them. You can replace the cardboard pieces for construction paper as well. This principal is done with her juice. She was letting me know. But before we get going, we got our first piece of fan email, if you will. So I'm gonna read it for you. I was just opening up my computer, and there it was. So here we go. I haven't read it yet. It says, "Dear Mr. Mello, love the videos. Thank you very much. It doesn't matter what Mrs. Mello says. You are super funny, and I love your funny outfits and your funny hat. Please keep it up. Sincerely, Mr. Mello." Oh yeah, I wrote that to myself. That's awkward. Well, it just goes to show you sometimes you gotta be your own cheerleader, right? All right, moving on. So what we are going to do with our toilet paper roll, it's essentially is gonna become one of our paintbrushes. Okay, and what I am going to do with my scissors, I'm going to cut a whole, about just before half, I'm going to cut a whole bunch of little strips into it, all the way around, until it's like this. So you want to do this all the way around until it's like this. Okay, let me angle this down a little bit more so that you can see me. Okay. So we're gonna do this. And then with our other piece of cardboard, we're going to make other types of brushes. We're gonna make a thin brush, coming on a thick brush with some zigzags in it, and a really brushy brush. Lots of bristles there, if you're talking about a brush. Why didn't I make a handle? Because that's why I make these bigger. These are just gonna be our handles. We're gonna grab it from here. Okay, so you're going to make these, okay? You're going to draw them on there first, and you're going to cut them out. All right, so we're going to do that just really quick. If you don't have paintbrushes, this is a really good way of having different paintbrushes. If you're in an art classroom, a lot of the times we will have different types of brushes, fan brushes, brushes that are specific to watercolors, brushes that are specific to acrylic paint, tempera paint, so on and so forth. So what we are creating here is just our different type of fancy brushes here. Okay, so I got two, and then my very last one here is I'm going to cut this one, and kind of what I did with the toilet paper roll. So I'm going to cut that flat like that. I'm going to cut along the lines. Notice that I'm always cutting away from me. I never turn the scissors towards me. We certainly don't want to do that. And then just like I did with the toilet paper roll, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of bristles by cutting a whole bunch of little slits just like this. Okay, so now I've cut out all those out of here, and I have my toilet paper brush, my thick brush with the zigzag, my small brush with lots of bristles, and my nice fine brush like this. Okay, I got some paint that I've poured into a little cardboard box. What I'm going to do here, and don't make the mistake that I did while I was practicing with this, is once you get here, you actually want to fan these out. So bend them a little bit. Okay. You see our principal over here in the corner. She's making her own little art piece over there. We'll see what how that turns out. But you want to fan these out like this. Okay. Gotta assist the principal. And we're back again. One of our principals had a personal matter that I needed to help her with. Okay, so we have fanned out our toilet paper roll here. Okay. What I'm going to do with that toilet paper roll is I am going to, so I have my little piece of cardboard here, which I'm going to paint on. Let me scoot some stuff over. I'm going to make sure I fan this toilet paper roll out. And I'm going to spread my paint here in the cardboard box. I'm going to press my toilet paper roll and press it out so that it fans out like this, so it gets a little bit. If you want to get some of the extra paint, you can kind of do it on the edge here. Get a little more, make sure all your little sides have it. Okay, and we can make different types of shapes of pattern with our toilet paper roll. So I'm gonna start here. Maybe I make like a little flower here, or a dandelion or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna make that there. I'm gonna dip again into my paint. Maybe I'll make the next one into like a tree, and I'll show you how we'll make that. I know they kind of look the same currently. Okay, so I have that. If you have a bigger piece of cardboard or a bigger piece of construction paper, obviously you can use a lot more, and I'll show you the kind of the example that I created for you earlier. Okay, now I'm going to use my thin brush to make the stem. Okay, so I'm going to dip in there. Okay, I mean, you may have to dip a little bit more than usual with like a regular brush. Obviously, you can just dip a little bit and we'll have plenty of paint. So there is my little stem here. So I'm going to use that for my flower there. Okay, and let me turn this around so you can see it this way. So remember, I didn't make a handle because we're grabbing it from the fat part of the brush. And the way I made my stem is I just made it like this. Maybe give it a couple of little leaves or branches that come off of it there. All right, and the other one, so I want to make it kind of like a tree. I'm going to use my big thick brush, dip it into the paint. Okay, and I'm just gonna run it down like a big trunk. Let's see if that works out like that. Hey, look at that. It's starting to look kind of like bark, right? Obviously, if I had a longer cardboard piece, you'd be able to do that. I'm gonna grab this thin brush again and kind of give it the, the hole that some of those trees have in the middle of the trunk. And do that. If we want to add more texture, why don't we try using this brush here? We're gonna fray it out, just like I did with the toilet paper roll. Okay, my other principal's yelling at me now too. Maybe give you a little bit more texture and kind of fill in that tree, right? Now, again, I have just white paint. If you have green paint, if you have brown paint, if you have blue paint, you can use all sorts of different paint. Right, but for time purposes, I just wanted to show you what you could do with just making tools, making brushes out of cardboard. Okay, and it turns out something like that. Look at that. If you have construction paper or black construction paper, obviously white shows up a little bit better on white construction paper like that. All right. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Thanks to my administrators for keeping me on a straight path and a quick video as well. So we'll see you guys next time.